This is a great question. Let me break this down right quick. So I see this one pop up all the time. And what does this actually mean? What does a culture fit actually mean? Because honestly, that term gets thrown around so loosely that most people don't even know what it really means anymore. Does that mean the environment? Does that mean based on the individual? So let's break it down a little bit more. See, when employers talk about culture fit, they're not talking about your race, ethnicity, or background. That's not what culture means in this specific context. Culture is the shared personality of the organization, right? So basically, what's the vibes? It's the collective values, attitudes, and behaviors that shape how people work together on a day-to-day basis. So pretty much just connecting with your coworkers. Team collaboration. And lastly, the environment. Think of it like this. Every company has its own personality. Some are fast-paced, innovative, and love taking risks, while other organizations are, let's just say, maybe more structured and value consistency. So when I say they're looking for someone who's a good culture fit, they're really assessing whether your work style, communication approach, and mindset all aligns with how their team operates. So for example, let's just say you're somebody who thrives on creativity, flexibility, brainstorming, the whole nine, right? With new ideas daily. If you join a company that's very rigid and process heavy, you might feel restricted, not because you're not doing a good job, but because their culture doesn't match with how you operate best. That's what employers are trying to gauge when they assess a culture fit, especially on these interviews. Not who you are as a person, but how you adapt with the team's environment. Now, some organizations have started shifting from culture fit to cultural add, right? Instead of asking, do you fit in here? They're asking, what can you bring to strengthen our culture? In my opinion, this is a much healthier approach because diversity of thought and background actually makes organizations stronger, not weaker, right? You need diverse personalities. You need a diverse skill set. So to wrap it up, being a culture fit means aligning with a company's values, its pace, its energy, right? Conforming to a specific background or personality. And when you're interviewing, remember, you're assessing them just as much as they're assessing you. It's a two-way street. You want to make sure that your environment supports your growth, your well-being, and your goals at the same time. So when you are on these interviews, it should be a mutual agreement. It shouldn't just be a one road or them just trying to assess you and figure out whether your vibe actually fits what they're looking for. It should be the other way around as well. And again, as I always say, when you're on these interviews, at least 85 to 90% is going to be culture fit, is going to be personality, right? And the last 15% or 10% is going to be more of your skill set. As you guys send in more comments, I'm going to go ahead and keep on responding. So keep up the good work. Send this to somebody who